All right, welcome back everyone to Aeon. Like we're gonna be in sector 3-8. Sector 3 level is looking to be really hard. I haven't seen Auroradash. Obviously made it past round 64, made it into the tournament, so interesting to see what they have to in store for us as well.
And we're off. Satanya taking a bottom route, doing a little reconnaissance. Not liking it, going back.
Yeah, good to see that magical hot dog there, right at their bottom. I don't know if there's one on every map, but I've seen a few of them on some of the maps. And like we were talking about on the last match, when this game comes out tomorrow, I think a lot of speedrunners, after they get the hang of it, will be doing like 100% of sectors and maybe the game itself. But yeah, there's a lot of little collectibles in this game that you can play casually, or maybe speedrun competitively, whatever you want to do. So I'm excited for all that kind of stuff that's coming up for this game.
Yeah, I am too. There are lots of little knickknacks that you can grab. I know there's a jewel in every level, and then like you just saw on the map, magical hot dog. So there's a bunch of different variations. There's the jewel right there on Auroradash's side. But yeah, there's something for everybody. If you're a casual gamer, you can go and you can take your time, collect those trinkets. If you're a hardcore speedrunner, you can, do your darndest to get the best time out there.
Yeah, exactly. And this game's going to come out with a leaderboard for every level and stuff like that. So direct competition, a little bit of something for everyone. Really nice. Okay, Auroradash, kind of figuring out that little section. Looks like it's going to be tough. There's some interesting enemy cycles that we're looking at.
Satanya looking for a route up top, finding a whole bunch of ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Those little platforms are disappearing. I thought they were breaking the platforms, because they do have breakable platforms in this game. This is the first time I've seen the platforms like disappear and reappear.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. It looks like they are on a cycle, so a lot of different really neat mechanics to this game. It's looking like this level's more platforming based. A couple matches ago we saw a bullet type level, almost like Undertale-ish, where you're having to dodge a whole bunch of different stuff, but this is more precise jumps, precise landing, and keeping track of the cycles.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be some nice throws, some good movement involved. Oh, just like that, you saw from Satanya. Got there at a time in which he could throw the dagger up, but then kind of made a mistake, and then the opportunity wasn't there anymore. So definitely cycles can make that really, really annoying, just like it happened to Satanya again. Poor Satanya.
Auroradash putting some pretty good numbers up already compared to Satanya's 32nd, but Satanya I don't think has actually started attempts yet. It looks like Satanya's still doing a little bit of reconnaissance and trying to figure out what route is the best option.
Yeah, definitely still just trying to explore. Has a lot more time to explore this time, thankfully. Only 3.5 minutes in, 26.5 to go. And yeah, Auroradash looking to get like a pretty solid time. I don't think that's a bad idea, just to get something solid in the beginning. Maybe look to optimize after that.
Yeah, I think it is very wise to take your time and kind of get your bearings of what to expect ahead, what you can see, what you're good at, what you're not good at, and kind of pick your poison kind of thing. I do think it's very wise. Yeah. Auroradash doing one of those speedy drops, but landing right in the spikes.
Yeah, and we just saw Satanya finishing their first one with a 15-17, their first like solid one at least.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they're coming down below here. Oh, so is Auroradash. Okay, here we go. Looks like they have pretty identical movement, both finishing with 15 seconds left on their clocks. Gonna be 14 seconds something for both runners.
I won't give up.
see here. Yeah, it looks like it's already a pretty close match. Both runners having similar stuff. Satanya looking down here. Maybe there was something, kind of some weird things happening with that teleporter. Not a teleporter. Lift. The lift.
That would be a good. Yeah, I would call it a lift. We'll go with
Is
lift.
this the only? There's one other way to get to the ending, but you have to throw it through that little crevice, right?
That to me it seems like there could be other routes that I'm not aware of, but it looks like there's a top route.
It looks like you could go down earlier there. Haven't really seen what's there yet.
Auroradash still shaving numbers off, 13-8.
Yeah, and then these later stages, we might just be seeing some 10 second something time. You know, we're at 13 right now. I don't know how many seconds there actually are to shave off of this, like we've been seeing, because these levels are becoming more complicated. They've got more cycles involved. They're bigger. So
Yeah,
I think as we continue through this tournament and we start narrowing down the competitors, I mean, it's not just going to get harder challenge-wise, but level-wise, we're going to see, I think, a big increase as these later rounds continue.
These runners are definitely having to do some multitasking with these levels of, like you were saying, keeping track of the cycles, keeping track of the routes, the enemies, how the distance for your dagger throws. It's going to be probably a little bit longer time. I know in the first few sectors we were getting times down in 5 seconds. I would be very surprised if we saw something below 10 seconds for a game like this. But there is 23 minutes left, and
yeah, still a ton of time for them to optimize. But yeah, exactly. They're quick, short levels, pretty technical ones here in like sector 1 and stuff like that. And yeah, like 6-7 seconds we were seeing fairly consistently. But yeah, just extra complications in these later ones. It's really interesting. I enjoy it. I like watching the runners kind of figure it out and be forced to really try out new things.
No, I agree. It's fun watching them in real time learn and figure out what to do, problem solve, and it's really cool and to see what actually works and what's, you know, it just seems like it's faster. So
Precisely.
it's definitely a fun game.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But Satanya right there was like really fast, had a really nice run, but got to the end on that disappearing platform. He just caught it right as it reappeared, and like that's a lot of time you had to sit there and wait. So he's going to be looking to figure out something that he could optimize, maybe make a small, a less of a small mistake, get there ever so sooner, just like that. Boom, perfect. Satanya able to get there. Yeah, just not wanting to wait at all, just trying to get to the ends, breezing through everything as smoothly as you can.
Definitely breezing through that one route right as I was thinking that got hung up, but they were going through and they're stacking up some pretty good runs, getting hit by some of the cycles. A lot of time left to cut that time down.
Yeah, exactly. 21 minutes left. We're still now just seeing them kind of finish up, I think, deciding what they want to do. It seems like the routes they're going are about the fastest as we're going to see. Because it doesn't, you know, there's not like a bunch of small technical options. It's kind of, this ending route here is going to be something they're probably just going to have to deal with.
Yeah,
I don't know what's below. I don't know what's through that little crevice.
Yeah, I would be interested to see, you took the words right out of my mouth, what is actually below. If there is any kind of optimization, or if they should just stick to what they know and go from there.
Precisely.
I won't give up.
Yeah, I'd like to see what they'll do. Santana trying to figure out this beginning. I've seen him kind of mess around with some different stuff. Still kind of up in the air. Oh, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Couple quick dagger throws. Daggers are the fastest way to travel. It does seem that runners are having to throw in a bunch of different dashes and stuff because you do need targets to hit with the dagger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dagger's very useful. You can throw it and get rid of enemies on your way, as well as teleport yourself across the map. Handy little mechanic.
Precisely, yeah. Basically having to reactivate in order to teleport. So B press to throw, B press to activate. And getting that timing down, and along with everything else, spacing. Showing some really good skill from both runners. Oh, and also distance. The dagger's not all the way across the screen, so really nice to see the runners deal with it. Auroradash had a pretty interesting beginning there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be getting to the end a bit more.
Yeah, more consistently.
Yes. Yep.
Auroradash taking a fall. Start. Going through that middle section, opting to go the top route. I don't think this one's gonna be.
Yeah, not a bad one, but not too far off either.
Yeah.
Definitely getting that consistency going and getting to the end.
And you still need to make up a little bit of ground, about a second behind Auroradash.
Yeah, Auroradash, they do seem to be doing different beginnings. Auroradash is kind of going forward and then throwing down right.
Uh-huh.
And Satanya is kind of hitting that wall that's right in front of him. But when you throw it straight at a wall, you have to like stop at the wall. But okay, it didn't look like Satanya did it that time. Kind of getting some laggy gameplay here, but yeah, we're seeing a lot of different options from both runners. Okay, Auroradash just threw it straight there. So still a bunch of testing out going on.
Mm-hmm. A lot of time left in this matchup. 17 minutes and 45 seconds, roundabout. Looks like Satanya is thinking about ditching this route and trying something else. Could be going to that low route.
Yeah, maybe trying something else. That route right there does seem to be pretty decent. There's that one enemy to complicate stuff, but it is fairly open. The open areas do seem to be fairly quick from what we've seen. Less tight corridors, less things to rub against.
Yeah, because that's what kills you in this game is when you jump and you get kind of like a wall jump going on instead of getting a clean jump. And in these open areas, you can just zip right on past through there, but when you get a lot of these corners, it can be the death of you.
Yeah, exactly. Auroradash. Haven't seen either runner make like a really good cycle on that final vanishing platform. They seem to be having to wait, and I think as soon as one of them figures out how to make that faster cycle, we're gonna see that time be like the contending time, which may be like maybe 12 seconds, low 13, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good time. I don't know if we'll get there. We're already at 13.85 with Auroradash, but yeah, actually, I take back what I just said. I think we can shave off a little bit of time. I'm gonna say we'll get down to the 11s. That's my prediction.
Yeah, maybe if something real solid gets figured out, I think that's very possible.
Chat, let us know. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, chat wondering if you can enter through that passage, the small one that's by the hot dog. We were wondering the same thing. There doesn't seem to be anything to grab onto, though. So maybe not. Maybe you're just meant to throw the dagger through and collect the hot dog. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you throw your dagger and you land in one of those like tiny spaces, it'll kill you. You can't stand in those spaces. So.
Yeah. The only thing I'm wondering is if you drop and throw it in, and so diagonally, and as you're going down, throw it upright. If you can squeeze through, but I don't know. You can actually.
It would be hard.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, Satanya, kind of looking down here. Looks to be wanting to come down and then go back up. Not trying to go across the cavern there. Ooh, pretty good time there from Auroradash. I don't think that's gonna beat the current one.
It's gonna be pretty close. Oh, it does. 13-8.
Yeah, just a few hundredths getting beaten by.
A PB's a PB.
Exactly. I mean, we've seen a couple matches be decided by less than a tenth.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to get everything you possibly can.
That one seemed pretty good too.
Yeah, if she didn't get caught up right there, then yeah, it could have been a really, really good one.
13-7.
Oh, it was a PB. Okay.
It was.
Yeah, so all those consistent runs all the way to the end kind of paying off here. You can definitely see that a 12-second time is possible with this current route that Auroradash is on. Yeah, just kind of... Even the wall kicks don't seem to be really fast. That one right there seemed to be fairly quick. Just to go straight up and avoid that enemy entirely. And that's a really good time. That's a low 13.
13-13. Yeah. Really good win. It looks like Aurora has found the groove.
What happened?
Chipping away at that PB. Satanya just needs one really good run. They were on a good pace and then got hung up in this kind of wonky, have to go back to the left section a little bit. $15-10's not going to do it for Satanya.
Yeah, Satanya's teetering like right on the verge. I can feel it.
Yeah, I know I've used this metaphor a couple times before, but Satanya has all the puzzle pieces, just has to put the puzzle together. Has to be a perfect storm.
Precisely. Looking like he kind of did right there. He made some mistakes after the vanishing platform, but was on there on pace, it seemed like. Right, yeah, Satanya kind of playing around with these vanishing platforms.
Mm-hmm.
The timings on them do kind of seem to be strange.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. I don't know if it's a cycle or if, well, it's a cycle, but I don't know what the cycle is, if it's 2 on, 2 off, or how this is working.
Yeah, it could just be not a consistent pattern.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that was fast.
That was fast.
Oh, and that diagonal throw. There we go. That's what I was talking
go.
about. If you can get there on a faster vanishing platform cycle at the end, I think that's really what these runners are trying to go after.
Yeah, because that section where you have to go back, to the left instead of holding right, that's what is slowing up, bottlenecking everybody here.
Yeah, I think so too.
If we can get past that with a good diagonal dagger throw, that may be the key to all of this.
Yeah, it's really cool to watch like how it progresses too, because we saw at the beginning they're like, I don't understand how any of this works. Brand new vanishing platforms, but now we're like 20 minutes in. I'm just under. There's a much better idea, and now we're starting to see those final optimizations come in and make like extra, like maybe 2 cycles faster than what we were seeing before. Yeah, Auroradash really getting there on pace.
I mean, Satanya just needs one good run. They're still within range, within a second and a half of Auroradash, so
Yeah, precisely.
I think they can definitely do that in the 10 minutes that remain matchup.
Yeah, this middle section here from Satanya looks really nice. Oh, just barely missed that vanishing platform. But yeah, I mean, that right there from Satanya, that was a nice one. That was probably about the same pace as Aurora. I didn't look much slower.
This one's a good one from Aurora, hitting that vanishing platform when it was there instead of when it was gone. What caused them to be hosed up.
So under 10 minutes.
Yep, under 10 minutes. Satanya seems to be on a pretty good pace going through here.
Okay, that was good from Auroradash. Ooh, nice kill on that enemy there.
Oh,
that's a 12. Let's see what it's going to be.
12-7. Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, really good from Auroradash right there. We haven't quite seen the very end be optimized. Like Auroradash just kind of fell down. There was no fast fall. She didn't throw the dagger down. So, you know, but we haven't gotten there enough for them to really care about that at this moment. So I wonder if we'll see like that optimization before it ends.
Ooh, this seems real fast for Aurora.
Yeah, really nice. Ooh, I think wanted
curse.
up left.
Yep.
Yeah, just got it straight up. But yeah, a run like that with like an optimized ending could be an 11-second time, I think. Like you said earlier.
Yeah, I agree. The gap is widening for Satanya. 8.5 minutes left in this round. Gonna need a good run. Looks like they may be onto something with this bottom route, though.
Yeah, I like that throw right there they just did. That upright, that seems to be pretty quick. Oh, just avoiding that throw all together.
Yeah, it seems like we're having some these on Aurora's side.
Yeah, perhaps maybe some internet issues, not entirely sure. Yes, screen did go blank. Still had the lead, but we can watch Satanya here for a bit. They seem to be really figuring out this ending right here. All right. Okay, we just got word their game crashed, so we'll see it back here in a sec. So pretty unfortunate. I don't think that's the first one that I've seen throughout the tournament.
Same. I haven't seen one yet. I haven't commentated for one yet, but I mean, it happens. Brand new game. There are gonna be little bugs, but it is coming out tomorrow, guys. And if you like what you're seeing, if you like kind of the 80s aesthetic, if you like cyberpunk, this is for you. This game is really a lot of fun. Kind of ninja-esque, Celeste, Metroidvania.
Mission start.
Yeah, absolutely. Really fun game. Very fast-paced, stylish, smooth. It's all around fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, great music.
Tomorrow, September 30th. All platforms.
Yes, Aeon Drive. Check it out. And he is back up and going. Unfortunate that losing that valuable time, but luckily this is the 30-minute section. Ooh, that was fast too. 12:17. Nice.
Okay, that's a really fast one right there. And right after coming back from the console crash too, losing a couple minutes. But yeah, really seeing it in these final moments here, what'll happen. See if Satanya can pull out like a really clean ending. It's kind of been what we saw in the last one, but not in Satana's favor. Just the ending seems to be the difference.
Gap is widening for Satanya.
Yeah, now about 2.5 off. Hasn't been able to really push down that time after getting his current 14. But I think he's made some nice optimizations. It's not that hasn't been there. But that enemy right there that he just killed with the dash dagger, teleport dagger,
Piece of cake.
it's in a bad spot. I will definitely say. Because as soon as you kill it, and you don't have time to throw it again because the platform comes back.
Yep.
Maybe an upright throw. Auroradash is doing an upright throw. I don't know if it's to avoid the enemy, but it might be.
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like Auroradash is
Dying.
sticking to the script, but doing small variations each run.
Yeah, going messing up with the warps there, the lifts rather. Doesn't seem to be very fast. They seem to be kind of slow. Like maybe it could get you at a nice height, but like chaining them together like this doesn't seem to be real fast. Any faster at least.
And you're getting hit by that fire bar. Did manage to shave off a little bit of time. 14-16.
Could be some good news here. Get a good time, get a little confidence going, consistency.
That seemed really fast on Satanya's side.
Won't give up.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe if he like dashed and did upright, he could have made that cycle potentially. Yeah, and I think that's all he really needs because that should be like the same cycle that Aurora's on.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this could be... He could have cracked the code. 4 minutes left. We could be having a nail biter here, folks.
Yeah, and right around the 12-second mark. If somebody gets an 11, that could just be the time. Right there. Oh no! Just barely hit the corner.
Yeah, Aurora missing that cycle with the platform hitting the dagger on the bottom side of that platform instead of going through. I think if they make that cycle, we could easily be in the 11s.
Absolutely, and a nice time there from Satanya. Made a couple mistakes, but still got like a 14-second time there.
Not to die. Jeez, thanks for the
Not enough to
advice.
beat his current time, but definitely can improve with his current routing. All right, here we go from Aurora. What is that going to be? Okay, not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah, still 12:17 is the best time. 3 minutes left, just about. This is the point where like I don't want to talk a whole lot. I just want to watch the match.
I've gotten like sucked into it where I feel like if I talk, I'm gonna miss something.
I'm gonna watch both screens at the same time. Yeah, Satanya, he just needs a good ending. That's all I want for. Just a good, clean ending.
Yeah.
Able to get past that enemy.
Just needs the perfect storm. Everything to work out all at once. And we saw last round that Satanya can blaze through this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Auroradash making it at a good time. Is throwing in some optimizations at the end that we're now seeing. I think we got enough of their time solidified where they are throwing in those extra optimizations.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough hill to climb for Satanya with a 2-second gap, just about.
Ooh, that would have been really nice. Aurora really cutting it close, the teleportation dagger. Yeah, Satanya getting 14-second times.
Yep. Consistently that 14-5-ish.
Almost had it.
That one being 14-3. PB is, of course, 14-16 that you see on the screen. Gonna have to make it probably 2:11 seconds to get a good lead on Aurora if Satanya wants to come out of this round.
Yeah, I think so. You see here, I'll just little lag, that's fine. But yeah, just went straight through that time. Yeah, is kind of that one cycle behind though.
Question in chat, have people been using the ground pound? And there have been a couple other competitors that employ the ground pound mechanic in the run. I've seen it a whole lot, but we do see it every once in a while.
Yeah, it's been interesting. We saw it in the last map, I think, because the ending had a down area where it was too long to throw the dagger, so they had to fast fall their ground pound.
30 seconds left in this matchup. This is going to be Satanya's last hope.
Yeah, this might be the last attempt here.
Satanya's going to do... they're going to have to do it now. Not going to happen.
Yeah, really unfortunate. They are really good showing. Satanya, I mean, had the line. I don't think this came down to routing. I think Aurora was just able to execute a little more consistently, and therefore was able to get to the end a few more times.
Yeah, and I think Aurora had a little bit better grasp on the cycles for this map. So we had a little bit of better luck with getting through. So that's going to do it for us today. We really appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out with us, and watching some of this really cool gameplay. So this game is called Aeon Dash, or Aeon Drive, pardon me, and it is coming out tomorrow. So if you like what you see, if you like the 80s, if you like really good music, if you like pretty colors and great platformers, Ninja, Celeste, Metroidvania type games, this is the game for you people. Check it out. It's on all platforms. I have been PC Fangirl in the booth with Markinator99. I appreciate all of you. We will be coming back tomorrow to finish off this tournament. And congratulations to Auroradash.
Yep, GG to all competitors. Looking forward to tomorrow. Everyone have a good night.
Bye, guys.